The power is on the inside. Create a game you call life based on your own perspective. Okay. Right now, we are forced to play external games. We are forced to adapt to external games that are forced upon us. So, think of the social norms. It's just a mental game that are forced upon us. Think about the money system. It's just an external game that's forced upon us. Um, think about the molecules in our environment, which are some are easy accessible, others are not accessible. All of them have different effects in the body, in mind, consciousness, and it's also a game that's forced upon us. Okay, the system created a situation that says, okay, you can use these things and those things you cannot use, and then a lot of misinformation about all the stuff, so you get scared and don't try any of them, so you don't raise in consciousness. um, it's just an external game that's forced upon you. And I believe that life, you cannot escape those games. You have to learn to play those games in your own unique way. Okay, you have to use your mind in a unique way to play these games, to win them. If you play these games according to how society plays these games, you will not win. Okay, I believe that I won the money game at this point, not because, I've reached millionaire status. No, because I believe money is. So, what a lot of people think, and this is a perspective change you need to make about money. Money is not an external number or a big mountain of gold or whatever you possess, which reflects your value as a human and how people behave towards you. That's like what society thinks. I believe money is just a tool to enhance the life you are currently living, to enhance your timeline, to enhance the routine you are already living. Okay. So if you have to go to a job you don't like, you choose that life, and then you try to make that life a little bit better with money. But the choice of doing that job, the choice of having that timeline is your life. Okay. And what I believe is you should make a decision to live the timeline, to live the life, to live the routine, to live the situation the way you want it, without taking money in consideration. And then when you're living that life, fix the money problem. Use your mind to see ways how to create money as an entrepreneur. And then when the money problem is fixed, then you're already living a life you like and the money problem is gone. And most people do that the other way around, because they live from the outside in. They live from the game and then they try to fix their life within the game. But the game cannot be won if you play according to the rules that are forced upon you. So right now I'm living from a camper van, zero rent. Okay, I can be wherever I want to be. I can create the routines I want to create. I can provide value to this world in my own unique way, because I am not restricted by the money system right now. Okay, I don't have to worry about rent. I don't have to worry about making a lot of money to make things work, because I can just make a little bit of money and then I can survive for a very long time ago again. And at this point, working on my business is just a hobby. It's not a necessity anymore. Okay, because if you live in a situation where you have a very high mortgage, okay, very high pay, very high cost of living, your choices you are capable of making in your life are greatly restricted. Okay, if you are in a certain job and you're not happy in that job, but you have a very high monthly cost of living, you aren't capable of changing jobs. You cannot sacrifice your safety, especially if you have a family, because sacrificing your current way of living would imply that you would sacrifice your family for something that's not stable. And you cannot fail, because that would imply that your family would also fail. Okay, And if you have created a situation where your cost of living is low, you can fail as many times as you want to get, more input, more learning, and then recreate from your inner world and create your own game. You can only win the game of life when you win it and you play it from your own rules, from your own energy, from your own perspective, and not a perspective that's forced upon you, because then belief systems and limited beliefs are forced upon you, and you will start to think thoughts, operate, take actions from those belief systems that are not your own. How can you win a game that's rigged against you if your perspective is constantly influenced? If you're forced in a situation where you have to pay rent, so you get stuck in a certain job that you don't like, and you cannot change it because, then they kick you out of your house. It's like, it's not free, it's like slave. We are slaves. And I keep on talking about this stuff on these videos because everyone is incapable. Like, I'm the only one that's capable of seeing it. I'm the only one that's capable of communicating this shit. And more and more people are capable of seeing it, but they are like unable to communicate it in a proper way. And I'm like, it's like totally obvious for me because I'm outside of the system right now. I can just talk about this stuff, seeing it, talking negative about it because I'm not inside of it anymore. And you don't have to be a millionaire to see it. Okay, many people think that the only way out of the system is becoming a millionaire. No, it's not true. It's not true. Just buy a camper van, make 500 or 1,000 a month, like even less, to survive, and you're free. Also, 5 years ago, I became a digital nomad, living in Thailand, living in Spain, living in Bali, living in all these places. If I would make, like at the start of my digital nomad entrepreneurial, like I only needed to make like 800 or 1,000 to live in a country where the cost of living is lower, and I would have like happy life my whole life. Why aren't people capable of connecting the dots that it's, the biggest problem is you do not control your behavior, so you do not control your expenses. You do not control where you spend your money on. You do not control your monthly expenses because you made the wrong choices in the past, and you don't want to acknowledge you made the wrong choices because everyone is making the wrong choices. So it's easier to just continuing the wrong choices and staying stuck in a life you don't really like than acknowledging that what society is doing at large is the wrong choice, because it does not allow you to live a life in freedom and in happiness. And this is my opinion. Maybe you have a different opinion, but this is my opinion. And you have to start acknowledging that you can only win this game by going within, by start recreating a reality from the mind that you want to live, and then attuning your perspective to that reality and following your feelings. Following your feelings to that new reality through this liquid ocean of motion. Because reality is not solid, okay? Reality is just, an hallucination. Just an image in your mind that, is based on all the information you've gathered over the years that you perceive as real. But you can change this image in your mind by focusing at successful people, by focusing on living a different life, by changing how you perceive reality, okay? And create a foundation for yourself where you can start creating your own game, where you can start creating your own rules, okay? I believe that the only reason society has so many rules is because people are disconnected from their heart. People are disconnected from their values. But you can live life without rules if you are connected to your values, if you are connected to your heart, okay? I believe that it's allowed to break some rules as long as you listen to your values and to your heart, because I've lived in many different cultures where there's many different normals. And the thing that saved me is by having a good heart, pure heart. Of course, I make mistakes, but I'm always listening to my values, what's okay and what's not okay. And the moment you're capable of listening to that and removing the brainwashing of rules of the country you're in, that's the moment your brain is capable of seeing more opportunities in life, and capable of moving forward and changing your life. But many times these rules and these norms are used against you, so you always stay stuck in playing the external game. And you can only win this game of life if you start creating it from within. Okay? I hope you like this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell button, and yeah, if you need any personal help with all the things I said, just click the link below. It allows me to go deeper and understand your perspective even better. So make sure to click that link, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.